Welcome back, guys. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about regions. Now, regions can be extremely helpful, especially when you're managing large software applications. And so let's just get right into it. So it shouldn't be a very long video. I would normally just make it short about this, which I probably will, but it's helpful to be able to search on. You can't search on shorts. So let's get right into it. So to start, we have to do hashtag, hashtag # region, and you could put anything you want here. So let's say first name. And now where we want this to end is right here, right? So we'll do hashtag end region. So now what this gives us the ability to do, as you can see right here, there's nothing on the left side here, nothing at all. You can't make this smaller. Now let's say there was like multiple lines here and you wanted to collapse the code, because when I look at code, you want to be able to see as much code as possible. And if you have a bunch of redundant code or a bunch of code that just outputs your data or stuff like that, you don't really need to see that, right? As soon as you make it, you test it out. Okay, great, it works. Let's get it out of the way so I can fit more code on my screen that actually matters. So the way we can do that is with regions, right? So right here is a perfect way to do that. So you can see here, it's from the starting of the region, there's a collapse symbol here, and it comes all the way down here to the end of region, which means that we can collapse this code now. So now we can go like this. You notice how we made it called first name, region first name. So we close that, it says first name. Now, let's say we want to have multiple regions inside of just one, like we can have multiple regions inside of each other. Getting caught up here. Okay, so region, large region, or we can do input region. All right, and then we go all the way to the end. Notice at the end here, there's an error. Why is that? End region, end region directive expected. So it's expecting an end region somewhere, and it just puts it at the end of the code. So we can do end region here. And now you can see this line just popped in here. And I know it's hard to see, but it actually goes all the way up to this region here. So if we go collapse, now we can see input region. And you can actually, so now you can hover over it and you can actually see the code inside of it. So this is super helpful when making large pieces of code. Remember, this is meant for, okay, you need to output a bunch of data for your project, right? Okay, let's make it. Let's put it in a region so we don't have to look at it after that, because when you're looking at code, you do not want to keep looking at the same code that's already done. Like that's one thing that just drives me nuts. It's just having code that sits there that is the most simple code ever that I finished within the first 10 minutes of coding the project, and it's just sitting there. And it's just taking up all this space, and it's just sitting in the middle of your program. Like, let's say you have super helpful information at the top and you have super helpful information at the bottom, right? And then you just have this very simple input code in the middle. So you're telling me every time you have to scroll up and down, you have to scroll through. Now this is a bad example because it's only 20 lines, right? But let's say you have 100 lines of input code, right? You're telling me you're going to scroll up and down 100 lines every time? No, regions are super helpful for that. And I would extremely recommend to you guys, or highly recommend to you guys, that you guys figure out how to use regions. And I hope this helps, because regions are just so much easier to use. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments section. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.